Patrick O'Leary. I am a volunteer board member of the Ridgway Chautauqua Society, and I'm here to welcome you back to your favorite theater, our 104, it'll be 104 in September, the new Sherbino Theatre.
I'm Marty O'Leary, and I am a board member of Weehawken Creative Arts. And I also welcome you to the Sherbino Theatre.
It was about a little more than a year ago where Ridgway Chautauqua Society initiated live community theater through the formation of the Sherbino Theatre Company back in the spring of 17. And we've been having a really nice run.
So far we've put on Monty Python and the Holy Grail. We've done Cannibal the Musical. We've done Saturday Night Live, actually Sherbino Night Live. And we did Once Upon a Mattress. And so we are now doing The Little Prince. And this show, this particular performance, is unique to the fact that it is from little to big performers. And according to Kathleen, our director, they've done that, on both coasts, on the East Coast, on the West Coast, so we're finally going to do it here. And we're going to try to continue to do it once a year. So enjoy that.
And my Marty had a lead role in Mattress. She was the queen. And it's never been the same at home since.
There you go. Yeah.
One of the things about community theater that we've learned is that it is really a team sport. And
Sport?
Absolutely. And it really does require great teamwork. And everybody works so hard. This troupe has worked so hard. So please make sure that they know you're here, especially the little ones. They're used to playing much bigger audiences. So make sure you are enthusiastic and they know you're here, okay?
And then we have just a couple housekeeping notes. During the performance, if you need to use a restroom, please use the one on the main floor. During intermission, you're free to use the ones that are up the stairs that way. And also, we would like you all to turn off your cell phones and no flash photography, because it kind of, trust me, you wouldn't want any more light on you when you're on stage than you already have. So that would be so appreciated.
Okay, well, I've for 3 days now been hearing the buzz, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this show. How about you guys? Yeah! Great. On with the show.
When I was 6 years old, once upon a very long time ago, I made this drawing. I showed my masterpiece to the grown-ups and said, "Does it frighten you?" But they said, "Why should anyone be frightened by a hat?" Well, it was not a hat. So I drew it for them more clearly. You always have to explain things to grown-ups. It was a boa constrictor having swallowed an elephant. Oh, but this time they said, "Put those crayons away. Study arithmetic or geography or something important." So I did. But I always kept that first drawing with me as a test of true understanding. But no matter who I showed it to, they would always say, "That is a hat," so I threw it away. And I never spoke to them again about boa constrictors or primeval forests or stars. And I never again made another drawing. I learned to pilot airplanes. And I lived my life alone until some years ago when I had an accident with my plane in the desert of Sahara. Whoa, hold on there, my friend. Where are we? Somewhere over the Sahara, I imagine, or some other where. What's the matter with you? Looks like I'm gonna have to take you down. Come in, Tangiers. Tangiers, come in. This is Solitaire. Somebody? Anybody? Isn't anybody there? This is Solitaire, making emergency landing. Making emergency landing. Approximately,
If you please, sir, draw me a sheep.
What?
Draw me a sheep.
But who? Where are we? Something tells me this isn't the Riviera. Oh, the storm. The engine trouble. The radio. The radio? Come in, Tangiers. Do you read? Cairo? Somebody.
If you please, draw me a sheep.
You? Here, in the desert, but who?
Draw me a sheep.
I don't draw.
You used to.
But how would you know?
Draw me a sheep.
When a mystery is too overpowering, one dares not disobey. Ugh.
No. I do not want an elephant inside of a boa constrictor. A boa constrictor is very dangerous and an elephant is very large. I need a sheep. Draw me a sheep. You can see for yourself, this is not a sheep. It's a ram. It has horns. This sheep is too old. I want a sheep that'll live a long time.
This is a box. The sheep you want is inside.
That's exactly the way I wanted it.
And that was how I made the acquaintance of this strange little man. The next day, as I worked on my plane 1,000 miles from any human habitation just before sunset, he appeared again. It took me a long time to find out where he came from. This little person who had so many questions never seemed to hear the ones that I asked.
It is true, isn't it? Sheep eat little bushes.
Where did you go yesterday?
It is true, isn't it?
Yes!
Then it follows that they also eat baobabs?
No. Baobabs are not little bushes. They're trees as big as castles. And
But before the baobabs grow so big, they start out by being little?
strictly speaking, yes. Where is your family? Where do you come from? Why do you want the sheep to eat the little baobabs anyway? Don't you ever answer a question?
What is this object?
Well, that's not an object. That is my airplane. My friend.
Hello?
Oh, it doesn't talk. It's true. I talk to it sometimes, but it doesn't answer back.
That doesn't seem very satisfactory.
It's an airplane. It flies.
You dropped out from the sky?
Yes, What is so funny? His laughter irritated me. I like my misfortunes taken seriously.
You too come from the sky? Which is your planet?
What?
Though it is true on an airplane, you could not come very far.
You come from another planet?
Tomorrow.
What? Where do you think you're going now? And why do you only come at sunset? Come from another planet. What's that supposed to mean? Come on! We're going to find out what the matter is right now with you and leave this bizarre little episode behind us. We can do it. You can do it. You've never let me down before. Let's see now. One half-eaten croissant. Stale. Some lovely cheese. It's ripe. Some other thing. Oh, if I'm here long enough, I'm sure I'll find it delectable. But I am equally sure that it is not going to come to that. Today, you are going to be more cooperative, right, my friend?
Talking again to friend who doesn't answer back?
Sunset so soon.
What is this?
That's my water. That's my survival. Thank you.
On my journey, I met a man who sold pills to quench thirst. If you took one once a week, you supposedly would never need water.
Well, they could come in handy. You don't happen to have any, do you?
I think I'd rather have a spring of fresh water.
Well, that would be nice, but since there's no spring of fresh water in the desert, and since you don't have any of those pills with you, how long have you been on this journey?
Have you always been alone?
No, but I prefer it that way.
Do you?
Yeah. What about you? You live alone on your planet and, huh?
Listen to the sunset. Do you hear any music?
What music?
It is great that the sunset lasts such a long time here. Where I come from, the sunsets are much shorter, but there are so many more of them.
What?
One day I watched the sunset 44 times.
44 times?
Come.
What? I have important things to do. I have to get back to my plane. Beautiful.
Where I come from, it is so small that all you need to do is move your chair a few steps. You can see the day end and the twilight fall as many times as you like. But here on your planet, you can walk and still be in the same magnificent sunset. One loves the sunset when one is so sad.
Well, were you so sad then?
Kept wondering what it was I was missing and wishing I had. So far away from home, it is good to have someone to watch the sunset with. The thing that is so good about the box you gave me is that the sheep can use it as his house during the night.
Oh, yes, and if you're good, I'll draw you a post and a string so you can tie him during the day.
Tie him? What a very strange idea.
Well, he might run off.
Run off? Where do you think he would go?
Well, anywhere, straight ahead.
Now, straight ahead, nobody can go very far. Look for me tomorrow, just at sunset.
But why do you only come at sunset? And straight ahead, nobody can go very far. What's that supposed to mean? Come on. Once again, we can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you. Let's see now. My food supplies are dwindling.
You should not be looking at your food right now.
Easy for you to say.
Can I tell you about my journey?
Please do.
Okay. Well, but before I went on my journey, I led a very well-ordered life.
Ah.
I cleaned out 2 of my volcanoes. I have 3 actually. The third one is extinct, but I cleaned it out anyway. And then there are the baobabs.
Ah, yes, the baobabs.
They burrow down so deeply and they spread their roots so wide that if I don't dig them up as soon as they appear, they could break my plant into pieces. Such hard work. Well, one day, however, I felt, well, that was the day before sunset. Something was missing.
And did you find the answer then at the sunset?
Not in the sunset, but in the dawn the next day. Blown from me see from windows where a small sprout appeared, but it was not like any of the other small sprouts on my planet. It stopped growing and began to get ready to produce a flower like no flower I'd ever seen before. It chose its colors carefully and adjusted its petals one by one. A mysterious and glorious creature. And then, just as the dawn rose, oh, you're so beautiful.
I am?
Yes.
Oh, what's that?
Beautiful, it's something pleasing to see.
Oh, beautiful. What's that?
That's a volcano.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No, it's just a...
And that's beautiful too.
No, that's a baobab.
And that. Oh, there's so much to see here.
You're the most beautiful flower.
What's a flower?
What? You're a flower. You're the most beautiful one on my planet.
There are other flowers here?
Not unique like you. Unique like nothing else in the whole world.
Is unique as good as beautiful?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Ow!
What was that?
That's a thorn.
Oh, it seems I've played a few. I will try to be more careful.
It's all right, really, as long as me and you are here together.
Me and you?
No. You are you and I am me.
This is very confusing.
It doesn't matter really. As long as we are here together. What is it?
What's we?
Well, that's you and me together. We're we.
Sounds like a pretty jolly life that you had there.
It was. She was exciting, she was beautiful, and she was someone to talk to and answer back.
Yes, well,
But as time went by, things changed.
yeah, sounds familiar. My experience has been much the same with the flowers that I have known.
She seemed to resent every moment I spent away from her tending to do my chores.
La 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 la.
What is it?
There's a monster crawling on me.
Oh, it's just a caterpillar. They're really quite marvelous creatures. One day it'll turn into a beautiful butterfly. But if it upsets you, I'll tell you in just a moment.
I seem to be quite dry. Do you think I might have a drink?
Oh, 1 minute. Let me just get this last little baobab. What is it? right?
Much better, but I seem to be feeling a bit of a chill.
Better?
Oh, but now it seems I'm terribly warm again.
And so went day after day until finally I had to tell her, don't you see, if I don't return to my work, the baobabs could become dangerous to you.
Go on then, go back to your baobabs if they're so very important. Go back to your precious weeds.
I was confused. She was beautiful, but she made me upset. There's so many things I didn't understand. I had to leave. I cleaned out my volcanoes, even the extinct one, then finally, goodbye. Goodbye.
Take the screen, please.
But the wind.
The night air will do me good. I am a flower after all.
Sure then, let me take away the caterpillar. I know how it
No,
is.
no, leave it. I suppose I must endure the presence of at least 2 or 3 caterpillars if I must be acquainted with butterflies. It seems that they are very beautiful, and if not the caterpillars and butterflies, who will I talk to? You will be far away. And as for any larger creatures, I'm not afraid. I have my thorns to protect me. Don't linger like this. You've decided to go now, so of course I love goodbye.
I like it.
Oh,
Is it supposed to be my flower?
it's just a doodle.
You should do it more often. Of course, she has more petals, her stem is longer, and she has 1, 2, 3, 4 things.
Look, I told you I don't draw. I've only ever drawn pictures of boa constrictors from the outside and, well, pictures of boa constrictors from the inside. And,
That's really quite good. Not as good as my sheep, of course, but who knows? You can maybe be an artist instead, though.
instead of what? Look, I really don't have time for this. I've got to get back to my plane. I've got important things to do.
Tomorrow!
Ah! How am I supposed to know how many leaves, longer stem? How am I supposed to know what the damn thing looks like? For all I know, it could look like a... Who cares what it looks like?
I did the right thing, didn't I? Letting him go, making him leave. Why did I do that? Why did he do that? Couldn't you see? Didn't you know? Of course I love you.
Hey, give me that. That's not for you.
I see you made the stem longer, you added the petals, and a tear.
Well, I thought you probably felt sad.
Of course, but all I knew is how I felt. I was too young to know how to love her. The fact is, I didn't understand anything, so I flew away. I drifted through the stars, wandered through the cosmos, and then came upon an entire group of planets, each inhabited by only one man. The first planet belonged to a king seated upon a throne. He was clad in a robe of royal purple and ermine that almost entirely covered his planet.
What? What?
Ah, a subject. Come closer so that I may see you better. Tisk, tisk. Do you not know that it isn't proper to yawn in front of a king?
I'm sorry, I've traveled a long way and I haven't had any sleep.
Okay, then I order you to yawn.
I'm sorry, but I guess I can't anymore.
Well then, I order you to sometimes yawn and to sometimes not yawn. See, my orders are very reasonable, don't you agree?
May I sit down?
I order you to sit down.
Sir,
Sire,
sire,
sure,
sir,
sire,
sire,
sure.
sire, excuse me for asking a question.
I order you to ask me a question.
Over what do you rule?
Everything,
Everything?
everything.
And the stars obey you?
Of course they do, and the sun and moon as well.
Oh, well, if you please, sire, could you possibly order a sunset? I should love to see a sunset.
And so you will.
When?
Soon. I shall command it, but I have to wait for conditions to be favorable.
When do you think that will be?
Well, I would say this evening about 8:30. You will see how well my orders are obeyed.
I'm sorry, but I think I should be going.
Oh, don't go. I'll make you minister of justice.
But there's no one here to judge.
Then you shall judge yourself. That is the most difficult thing of all.
Judge myself?
Of course, judging oneself is much more difficult than judging others.
Oh, what a very good idea.
What?
Well, it's actually really good. For whoever looks at your drawings, since they made my journey as well.
Look, I told you, I don't
The
draw.
next planet I visit belongs to a very grand person who recognized me immediately.
An admirer.
Good morning. What a very strange hat you are wearing.
It's a hat for acknowledging compliments. I raise it when people acclaim to me, but sadly nobody has ever passed by this way. Now, you, sit down there. Very good, very good. Now, slap your hands together. Faster, louder, faster, louder, faster, louder. Ah, do you really admire me that much?
Well, I
Oh, I just love it when people admire me.
admire. What does that mean?
It means you regard me as the handsomest, richest, best dressed, most intelligent man on this planet.
But you're the only man on this planet.
Even so, could you admire me a little anyways?
I agreed to admire him, but I didn't know why that should be so very important. I very do like your drawing.
Oh, thank you.
I can almost see him tipping his hat.
Oh, grown-ups are very fond of hats.
I knew I found them all together to be very strange.
So have I. Okay, so where did you travel next?
My flower, she cast her fragrance and radiance over me. I never have left her.
Oh.
But the next man I visited belonged to a businessman who was so very busy.
Oh.
Two and 3 make 5. 5 and 6, well, that makes 11. 5 and 7, that makes 12. 3 and 4.
Good morning.
Oh, that gives me 501,622,731.
500 million what?
Please, I am much too busy, concerned with very important things. Can't you see? Now, where was I? 500 million. Oh, 3 and 5.
Millions of what?
Oh, millions of those little objects in the sky.
Flies?
No, glittering objects.
Fireflies?
No. Those golden objects that set lazy men to idle dreaming?
Oh, you mean the stars.
Stars, that's it. Now, please, I am much too busy, concerned with very important things. No time for idle dreaming in my life.
So you say. What do you do with 500 millions of stars?
What do I do with them?
Yes.
Why, I own them.
You own the stars?
Yes.
But I've already seen the king who...
No. Kings do not own, they reign over. It's very different.
How can anyone own the stars?
Well, to whom do they belong?
I don't know, to nobody?
Well, wrong. They belong to me because I was the first person to think of it.
What good does it do you to own the stars?
Well, it makes me rich.
What good does that do you?
I can put them in the bank.
What does that mean?
Well, that means I write down the number of stars on a piece of paper. I take that paper and I stick it in a drawer and lock it with a key.
I too know a choir which I wander every day, so it's of some use to my father that I own her. But you are of no use to the stars.
2 and 3 make 5. 6 and 3.
The next planet I visited, well, that planet was way smaller than my own. But there, on that planet, stood a sweet old man dressed for a cold winter, faithfully lighting a street lamp.
Good evening. Good morning.
Good morning. Why did you just put your lamp out?
Those are the orders. Good morning.
What are the orders?
The orders are that Pardon me just a moment, laddie. Good evening.
Why have you just lighted it again?
Because those are the orders.
I do not understand.
There's nothing to understand. Orders are orders. You see, I chose myself a terrible profession. Now, in the old days, when I was a young lad, much like yourself, this job was easy. I'd light my lamp in the evening, and in the morning I'd put it out again. I had the rest of the day to do as I pleased, and the rest of the night I could sleep.
The orders have changed since then?
One moment. Good morning. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, orders. No, orders haven't changed since then. And therein lies my problem. You see, year after year, my planets here, it's turned faster and faster. And my orders haven't been changed yet. So now, I must light this lamp and turn it out again once every minute.
A day only lasts a minute here?
No, why are you laughing? It's not funny at all. Did you know that while we've been talking together, an entire month has gone by?
An entire month? I can tell you away whenever you want to.
Oh, pray do tell, laddie. One moment. Good evening. I always want to rest.
Your planet is so small that 3 steps would take you all of the way around. So all you have to do is walk slowly, very slowly, and the day will last as long as you like. I do it on my planet all the time to make the sunsets come.
Well, I'm afraid that doesn't do me much good. If there's one thing I like in this life, it's a nap. And I can't sleep if I'm walking.
Then you are unlucky.
Good morning. I am indeed unlucky.
He was the only one of them I could have made a friend. But there's not enough room on his planet for 2 people.
Ah.
Your drawing looks very much like him.
Does it?
Yep, it does.
Huh.
Leaving so soon, laddie, but you've only been here 7 years. Well, if you must leave, good luck wherever you shine your light. Good morning.
His work was useful and therefore beautiful.
Huh.
But the next planet was that of a
What, the next planet? What?
Don't you remember? The next
Jogger.
planet. The next planet you visited was that of a geographer.
Wait, what's a geographer?
A geographer is a scholar. Yes, a scholar indeed. A scholar who knows the locations of all of the seas, rivers, towns, mountains, and even the location of all the desolate, rain-choked deserts.
Your planet is beautiful. Has it any mountains?
Mountains. Let's see. Come to think of it, I couldn't tell you.
What about rivers?
Rivers, yes, rivers. Actually, I don't know.
What about lakes, cities, and states?
But you're a geographer! Exactly! Spot on, my dear man, spot on. But I'm not an explorer. No. Explorers are those rugged, daring, albeit expendable souls who venture out to tally up all of the towns, rivers, mountains, seas, oceans, and even all of the desolate, rain-choked deserts. And geographers, such as yours truly, well, we are much too important to do that. No, what we do, our modus operandi, if you will, is to remain safely indoors, and because we are so important, safety is of the highest concern. Yes, so we remain safely inside and we record what the explorers recall of their travels, even if their recollections are oftentimes piecemeal, altogether fuzzy, and, well, rather dull. But I recognize you. You're an explorer. Yes, I have an idea. Why don't you take a stab at describing my planet to me? Better yet, since you come from so far away, why don't you describe your planet to me? Yes, I would love to hear you describe your planet to me. Excuse me. Please, describe your planet to me. Yes, describing your planet to me any moment from now. Okay, please. Would you describe your planet to me? Okay. How about I hold your planet while you describe your planet to me?
Well, Ivy Flower, she's the most beautiful thing on my planet.
Beautiful thing indeed, but we do not record flowers.
Why not?
Well, for many reasons, but mainly because they are ephemeral.
What does that mean, ephemeral?
According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the definitive record of the English language, 3rd edition, volume 3, published in 1897, the primary definition of ephemeral is 1. Adjective, In danger of speedy disappearance.
In danger of speedy disappearance.
In danger of speedy disappearance? My flower's in danger of speedy disappearance, and she has only 4 thorns to defend herself against the whole world. Now I've left her on my plow alone. What do I do?
What to do? What to do? Good question. Very good question indeed. I know. Why don't you go visit the planet Earth? Believe it or not, there are still some who say it has a good reputation. Come on.
So?
And so I did. As soon as I arrived on Earth, I met someone.
But
You know, I talked about teamwork. I really want to acknowledge all the work behind the scenes as well, the things that you don't see, the folks that paint all the sets, do the makeup, work on wardrobe, work with the actors, the musicians, and all. Specifically, I would like to recognize Anwen, our musician. for great shows. Also, our sketch artist, Bradley, who's... I'm just so blown away by what he's doing. I kind of thought it was all done in advance, and you were just, hitting that particular segment or section. He's drawing real time, so it's incredible. I want to thank all the volunteers of Ridgway Chautauqua and the Weehawken Creative Arts who have helped out on this whole fantastic 4-day show. But last but certainly not least, I want to acknowledge the creator of Sherbino Theatre Company, the wonderfully talented, experienced, and terrific leader of our troupe, Kathleen O'Mara.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What planet is this?
This is Earth. This is Africa.
Ah, then there are no people on Earth.
This is the desert. There are no people in the desert. The Earth is large.
I wonder if the stars shine brightly here, so each of us can find our way home.
What has brought you here?
I've been having some trouble with a flower.
A flower. Ah.
Where are the men? It is very lonely in the desert.
Well, it is also very lonely among men.
Who are you? You're a very funny animal. You're no thicker than a finger.
But I'm more powerful than the finger of a king.
You're not very powerful. You do not have any feet.
But I can carry you further than any ship. Whomever I touch, I send back to the earth from whence they came. But you are innocent and true, and you come from a star. You move me to pity. You're so weak here on this earth made of granite. I can help you someday if you grow too homesick. I can. Do you know who I am?
Oh, yes, very well.
You shouldn't be talking to snakes, you know. They're dangerous. And you certainly shouldn't trust them. They're treacherous creatures. Whoa!
That's very good. You've been hiding your talent.
What's going on here?
You shouldn't tell him not to trust me. I never lie. It's all a matter of perception. Lies, truth, snakes, hats, life and death. What appears to be is not always what is. But then, you know that. Or do you anymore? He knows who I am. Do you?
Understandably, I was upset. Not only were my food and water almost gone, but now I'm having serious hallucinations. I determined to work frantically on my plane, through the night, all the next day, and, as usual...
No. You have to tell me. It's very important. I have to know. It's very important. If sheep eat little bushes, do you eat flowers too?
Yes, sheep will eat anything.
Even flowers that have thorns?
Even flowers that have thorns.
Then why do they have them?
When jeers come in, do you read me?
What good are they?
Do you read me,
If
Cairo?
they do nothing,
Somebody-
why?
Flowers have thorns just for spite.
I do not believe you. Flowers are naive creatures. They never act out of spite. If they hurt you, it's because they don't understand. And you actually believe that the flowers...
No. I don't believe anything. I just said the first thing that came into my head. Can't you see I'm busy with important things here?
Important things? You talk just like the grown-ups.
The grown-ups? I...
You mix everything up. You confuse everything. I don't believe you could ever be an artist.
An artist? What good is being an artist going to do to get me out of this? Don't you understand? This is a matter of life and death. Do you know how much time that I have wasted so far on pictures of your silly stories?
You're like the businessman.
The businessman.
He has never smelled a fly. He has never looked at a star. He has never loved anyone. And he says over and over, just like you, I'm busy with important things. But he's not a man. He's a mushroom. The flies have been growing thorns for millions of years. For millions of years, the sheep have been eating them just the same. It's not hard to try to understand why the flies go through so much trouble.
Little man, please. I did...
Which I know one flower which is unique in all the world, but one sheep can destroy in a single bite without even noticing what is you. You think that's important?
No, little man, please. I didn't mean to... Your flower is not in danger. I'll draw you a muzzle for your sheep. I'll draw you a railing to put around your flower. Have you gone just because the stars have come out? Or are you never coming back again? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. Grown up? So that's what I am. One of them? I didn't know what to say, how to reach him. How could I ever mend the damage that I had done? Then I had an idea. It's a muzzle for your sheep, so you don't have to worry about his eating your flour. But he, of course, was too far away to hear. It's such a secret place, the land of tears. Wait! Little man! Wait! I searched the desert through the day, all the night, and then, just as the sun was setting, as usual, so far away from home, it's good to have someone to watch the sunset with. You know, once I saw a beautiful house made of rosy-colored brick with geraniums in the window and doves on the roof. And I thought of telling somebody about it, but I knew from that description they'd never be able to appreciate it. Now, if I told them that I saw a house that cost $1 million, why, then they would have said, oh, what a beautiful house that must be. You see, last night, I realized that I have become like those people. So, sometimes when you tell me things, I can't quite appreciate how important they are to you. I can't see sheep through the walls of boxes anymore.
What is this? It looks very complicated.
Oh, that is a muzzle for your sheep, so you don't have to worry about us eating your flour. You put it on him like this, see?
I see. How's your friend?
Oh, him? No change, I'm afraid.
He'll be better soon. I'm sure of it. After I landed here nearly a year ago, I've been so many places.
Oh, yes. Would you tell me about them? And so he continued to tell me stories. And though my circumstances were more dire than ever, I stopped and I listened. And I drew.
I wandered through the desert and then I found a flower of no importance at all.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Where are the men?
Men? I think there are 6 or 7 of them in existence. I saw them several years ago passing by, but one never knows where to find them. The wind blows them away. They have no roots, and that makes their lives very difficult.
I see.
Men, I think there are 6 or 7 of them in existence. I saw them several years ago passing by, but one never knows where to find them. The wind blows them away. They have no roots, and that makes their lives very difficult.
I see.
Men, I think there are 6 or 7 of them in existence. I saw them several years ago passing by, but one never knows where to find them. The wind blows them away. They have no roots, and that makes their lives very difficult.
I see.
Men, I think there are 6 or 7 of them in existence. I saw them several years ago passing by, but one never knows where to find them. The wind blows them away. They have no roots, and that makes their lives very difficult.
I see. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Then I climbed a very, very high mountaintop, and from a mountain this high, I thought I could be able to see your whole planet. But all I saw were mountain peaks that looked like needles. Good morning!
Good morning. Good morning.
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Will you be my friend? I'm all alone!
All alone. All alone. All alone.
The people on your planet have no imagination. They repeat whatever you say to them.
Well,
Then I came upon a road that led to a garden. And in that garden was flowers, and that all looked like my flower.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Who are you?
We are roses. I am red rose. I am blue rose. I am pink rose. I am yellow rose. We are roses, la la la. Lots and lots of roses. La 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 la. This is red rose and blue rose and pink rose and yellow rose. We live in a garden. It is nice and sunny. People like to smell us. We are very pretty.
But I thought I was rich with a flower that is unique in all the world, but all I had was a common rose,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Here under the apple tree.
Who are you? You are very pretty to look at.
I am a fox.
Will you come play with me? I'm so unhappy.
Play with you? I can't play with you.
Why not?
Because I am not tamed and you're one of them.
Them?
The ones with the guns, the hunters. Yeah, you're one of those hunters. How can I be sure this is not a trap? Maybe I better just...
But I'm not a hunter. I don't have a gun.
Then you'd better watch out for them too.
What does that mean, tamed?
You don't live around here, do you?
What does that mean, tamed?
What is it you're looking for?
I was looking for men.
Burger, men have guns and they hunt. It's very disturbing.
I see.
Do you see? Men hunt chickens. I hunt chickens, men hunt me. All the chickens are alike and all the men are alike.
I see. What does that mean, tame?
Well, it's an act, all too often neglected. It means to establish ties.
To establish ties?
Yeah, to establish ties. You see, I hunt me chickens, men hunt me. All the chickens are alike and all the men are alike. If we were to establish ties, then you would need me.
I'm beginning to understand there is a flower. A rose?
Like the ones on the wall down the rows?
I think she tried to tame me.
It's possible. All things are possible on Earth.
Oh, but this wasn't on Earth.
Some other planet, maybe.
Yes.
Are there hunters on that planet?
No.
Are there chickens?
No.
Well, nothing's perfect.
No.
No, you see, my life. You see, I hunt me a chicken. Hey, a fella's gotta eat. And the hunters, well, they hunt me through the woods and down the hills and through the wheat fields until I hide in a hole. And sometimes I hide in there for hours just thinking.
About what?
Thinking how it might be different. How someday someone without a gun, someone whose footsteps would make me excited instead of scurry away, someone who would tame me.
What must I do to tame you?
Well, first, we must start far away. I am a wild animal, you know. And then, day after day, we will get a little closer.
Shall we begin?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Good morning!
Don't do that!
What was it that
I told you I haven't had very good luck with people.
I understand.
You can't just come up any old time,
Okay, but
any time that you want, because you have to come at the same time every day. Didn't I tell you that? It's very important in rituals. If you come at the same time every day, then about an hour before you get here, I will get excited.
I understand, but what was it that I did?
You can't just come up any old time. It's important in rituals. If you're going to tame me, you must show up at the same time every day.
I understand.
Do you understand? See the wheat fields down yonder? They have no meaning to me. They say nothing to me, and that is sad. But your hair is the color of gold, and the wheat is also golden. So when I see it, I will remember you, and I will love to listen to the wind in the wheat.
I understand. Shall I begin?
Ready when you are. 1, 2, 3, go.
I think. Did you ever?
Not a word. Nice scarf.
Nice tail.
It was a gift from my mother.
Are you tame now?
I don't know. Let's find out. I'm tame. I'm finally tame. Should we play in the wheat fields? Maybe run through the woods.
No, not today.
I know, hide and seek. I'm really good at hiding. I can hide.
No, I don't think so.
You're thinking about your rose. Go now. Go down to the wall of roses, and you will understand.
Understand what?
Just go now, and when you come back, we will say goodbye.
Goodbye. What do you mean?
Just go, and when you come back, I will tell you a secret.
You are not like my rose. As yet, you are nothing. You have tamed no one, and no one has tamed you. You are beautiful, but you are empty. It is I who have listened to my flower when she grumbled, said something, or said nothing. Because she is my rose. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Ah, I shall cry.
I've never wished you any harm.
That is so.
You want me to tame you, it seems that has done you no good at all.
But it has done me good.
What do you mean?
Because of the wheat fields. When I see them, the color of them will remind me of you, and I will always remember you.
I understand. Goodbye.
And now, here is my secret. A very simple secret. Repeat after me so you will remember it. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly.
It is only with the heart that one can see rightly.
What is essential is invisible to the eye.
What is essential is invisible to the eye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No.
What is it? What?
Oh, these stories of yours are all very charming, but
What?
but my plane still isn't working, and I don't have a single drop of water left to drink.
I'm thirsty. And you're thirsty too, so I want to look for a well.
In the desert.
Let's look.
Oh. Oh.
No resting. We have to find at least a little water.
Oh, I can't go on any further.
Remember,
A little water. Oh.
I'm tired too. Let's rest for a moment.
But, in all the time that I've known you, in 2 weeks, I haven't seen you take a single glass of water. But you did say a little while ago that you were thirsty, didn't you? Didn't you?
Water may also be good for the heart.
Yes, I suppose so.
You should simply listen to my fox's secret.
What?
It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye.
Oh. Are you really hiding a well? So I took him in my arms and set out walking once more. It seemed to me that I had a very fragile treasure. To me, it seemed there was nothing more fragile in all the world. In the moonlight, I looked at his pale forehead, his closed eyes, his hair that drifted in the wind. And I thought to myself, what I have here is nothing but a shell. What is important is invisible to the eye. The thing that moved me so much about this little man, this little prince, was his loyalty to a flower. The image of a rose that shone through his entire being like the flame of a lamp even while he slept. And then I felt him to be more fragile still, as if he himself were a flame that might be extinguished by a little puff of wind. So I set out again, and I walked, until I was at my wit's end. I could not take another step. And then, unbelievable as it seemed, just as he had said, out of nowhere, like a miracle. Little man, look!
We've awakened the world.
Look!
It's singing. What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing at all. It's just unbelievable. It is so amazing. It's like I've been reborn again just when I thought I was about to die. And you are responsible for this change in me. You brought me on this amazing journey. You took me here. You.
But you're wrong.
What do you mean?
It was you who walked all night through the desert. You who carried me. It was you who found the well.
Amazing.
It's not really. I knew from the moment you gave me the drawing of the sheep in the box that all you needed was some time and a friend. And look at you now. You're tame.
Tame? Like your fox?
Exactly. Like my fox.
Whoa. I hear it. I hear it. Oh! What's the matter? What's going on in that amazing little mind of yours now? Do you want me to draw you another sheep to keep the one in the box company?
One sheep is sufficient. He can eat the baobabs while I give my rose the attention she requires.
I see.
You must go now and fix your friend.
My friend. You are my friend.
Just go now. Come back tonight.
So, I hurried back to my plane, and as impossible as it seems, when I got there, as though there had never been anything wrong, it started. The engine revved, the propeller spun like a top. I was so excited I had to get back to tell my friend the good news. But when I found him, he was deep in conversation.
So you know, this is not the exact spot. Yes, it's the right time of day. This is not the spot. It's where we met under my star. Exactly. You do have good poison. You'll see my tracks in the sand tonight. Please do not come now. I want to get down.
What are you doing? Talking to the snake?
I'm glad your friend is better. Now you can go back home.
Well, how'd you know about that?
I too am going back home tonight. Back to my rose. It's much farther, much more difficult. I have your sheep's box, I have the sheep, and I have the sheep's muzzle.
Little man, you're afraid.
I shall be much more afraid tonight.
Oh, please tell me this is all a bad dream. The snake, the meeting place, the star. Please don't do this. I want you to stay. I need you to stay. Without you, who will laugh for me?
All the stars will laugh for you.
What?
See my star up there?
Which one? There are so many.
Then that's just as well.
What do you mean?
Each night watch the stars come out and know that I am on one of them living and laughing, and then all the stars will laugh for you. Please do not come tonight. It will look a little if I were dying.
Oh.
That is not true. Just that this body's too heavy for me to carry all the way. What we left is nothing but an old empty shell. There's nothing sad about old empty shells, is there? You must not stay now.
I will not leave you.
It's wrong for you to be here. You will suffer.
I will not leave you.
It's not worth your trouble.
I will not leave you.
Then that's just as well. Then all the stars will be your friends. The snake only has poison for one bite. You know all the stars will be wells pouring out fresh water for me to drink. And that'll be so nice. I will have 500 million little springs of fresh water, and you will have 500 million little bells laughing. Please do not come tonight. You know my flower, I'm responsible for her. She has only 4 thorns to protect herself against the whole world. There now. I am ready.
It's been many years since my friend went away from me with his sheep. And in all that time, I've never yet told anyone this story until today. But I have a selfish reason for telling you. I don't want to forget him. I don't want to forget a friend. Not everyone has had a friend. And if I should forget him, I might become once again like the grown-ups. It's true. You know, he kept his promise. At night, I love to listen to the stars. To me, they sound like 500 million little bells. There's one extraordinary thing. I realized that I never drew a strap for the muzzle, so he wouldn't be able to fasten it on his sheep. So now I keep wondering, what if the sheep has eaten his rose? At one time I think, surely he watches very carefully over his sheep. And then there is laughter in the stars. But at another time, I think maybe the sheep has gotten out of his box, and then I wonder and I worry, and no grown-up will ever understand that this is so important. To me, this is the loveliest and saddest landscape in the world. For it is here that the little prince appeared on earth and disappeared. Look at it carefully, so that you will be sure to remember it if one day you should travel to the African desert. And if that should happen, if you should come upon this spot, do not hurry on. Stay for a while, exactly under the star. And then, if a little man appears who laughs and has curly hair and who never answers a question, well then, you will know who he is. If this should happen, please Let me know he has returned.